All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the gun, Leach. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Here we go! 190! 190!
Off the play fake, Leach. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that,
it's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go!
Off play action. Leach steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake. Leach. And he it to Funchess complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Check. Flex round. Flex round.
Off play action. Leach. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Leach. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Off play action. Leach. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Off the play fake. Leach. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bengals getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's incomplete. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually Your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
To the left side here for Eifert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Barner. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Off play action. Leach. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That goes for a gain of 31. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well. Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there. Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Leach. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ohio! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short. Able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
From the gun, Leach. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ohio! Come on!
Off the play fake. Leach. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Off play action. Leach. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on third down. Looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Off the play fake. Leach. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Leach looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
Off play action. Leach Funches with a catch over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go! Man 38! Man 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll drop to throw, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Leach sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action. Leach. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Leach. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Flex round. Let's go.
Off play action. Leach. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A final shot before break. Leach. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Ohio!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And now running right through it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 74 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming.
That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back can find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games, I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Throwing after the interception. Leach. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Leach. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth. Funchess is free, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, 47 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Looking to throw. Leach. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Leach. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Leach. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there, 79 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. The Panthers get it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him, and after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only...
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Come on!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're going to look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
Funchess is free. The 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're all finished in the game up in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.